What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my channel where we are expanding your success mindset in the areas of your mindset, your mission, and your money. I'm your host, Portia Shea Sarah Dorsey. Shea Sarah is my artist name, aka Professor P. That's my coaching name. Y'all, I got so many identities. All right, but I'm one, one person. All right, let's get into it. Today's message is: your purpose is greater than your responsibilities. Amen. Your purpose is greater than your responsibilities. Now, I am not telling you to be irresponsible. That's not what I'm saying, okay? So let's did that right now. But I am saying that there should be a greater pull. There should be a greater path, there we go, that you are on that is bigger than the responsibilities that you have. Let me explain, okay? So your purpose. Your purpose is strategic. You have things you need to do. I don't know. Let's say you want to have the #1 grass cutting company. Because remember, this channel is about having goals. So let's say you want to have the #1 grass cutting company in your city. You need to have a plan for that. Okay. Do people even know who you are? Do people know you cut grass? Do you have lawnmowers? Did you get the loan to get 10 lawnmowers and to hire 10 people? Right? Do you have your name branded and all that stuff? You got your logo. That you have to have purpose as a plan, it's a strategy. You should have a schedule around your purpose. How often, if you're in the stage of getting your name out, how often do you go out and pass out lawn flyers, lawn cutting flyers, lawn maintenance flyers? How often do you go? Is there a small business meeting every Saturday morning where you go there and you introduce yourself and let them know what you do and why your services, right? And so it also dictates, your purpose dictates your decisions. Again, purpose is bigger than responsibilities, and we'll get to that in a second. So your purpose, it dictates your decisions. Because again, you're on a path. You got things you need to do, things you need to get done. There are alliances you need to build. Your path is very specific. It's very specific. You are working towards a goal, working towards an expected end. So there's not a lot outside of the path that really has to do with what you're working on, okay? Now, your responsibilities are things that are always there. It reminds me of in the Bible when Jesus said, the poor you'll always have with you. He wasn't disregarding the poor, because obviously he always moved with compassion towards the poor and the widow and the lame and all that. But he's saying that, don't want to say what he was saying, but what I take away is that you can never exhaust poverty. Not saying you shouldn't treat it, but don't spend your life working to exhaust it. It's impossible. You'll always have the poor. And so you will always have responsibilities. Responsibilities are abundant. They are non-exhaustive. They're never ending. They are all consuming. Responsibilities are like weeds in a garden. Your purpose is like the plants in the garden, the flowers in the garden. So you have to almost pull your responsibilities, and you have to nurture your purpose. And so what I'm saying is, real life example. So you have this business meeting on Saturdays, right? But let's say you have a kid that starts sports, and the sports are on Saturday mornings. Well, I'm not saying that you don't go to any of the games, but you may not go to every single one of the games, because you have to prioritize your purpose. Now, maybe the business group, maybe they meet another day during the week that you weren't aware. Maybe they also meet on Tuesday evenings, and that actually works better, right? But you never want to let go of something connected to your purpose because there's a responsibility. So you can't say, oh, I can't do these meetings no more for the next 3 months or 4 months because my son has basketball on Saturday. That's what I'm talking about. You never lose whatever you're working on to your purpose, you have to work that out. You gotta make it work. And sometimes it's going to be at the expense of this, but ultimately this is going to take care of these anyway. Your purpose is going to take care of your responsibilities, but you have to get it to that point. When you get this to a certain point, you'll have somebody else doing all that stuff. You won't miss a game. You won't, like, you know, you'll be able to you know how you sponsor the teams and they have like your name on the back and everything, like, you know, it won't be a thing. But like, your purpose has to be your priority. Your purpose is greater than your responsibilities. You'll always have to take care of the house. You'll always have to do laundry. You'll always have to cook food or whatever. You'll always have to take the kids somewhere. Like, but you don't, if you let that consume you, because it will, because it's always there. It's always evolving. It's always growing. And so many people, they have gotten wrapped up. I'll even say the Leviathan of responsibility has just wrapped them over the years that they've completely lost sight of their purpose. They had something they've always wanted to do. Every now and then they try to turn back and work on it, but this thing over here is just going. It needs them. The kids need them. Then when the kids get out of school and they start having grandkids and then whatever, you name it, career, other family and friends and other just responsibilities. And we give ourselves responsibilities like serving in church and stuff. Not saying don't do it, but anything you volunteer for, it becomes a responsibility. And you get in this just Leviathan of a cycle of responsibilities at the expense of your purpose. And what I'm saying is to beware of that. Beware of that. You will always have these things. You will always have these things. Sometimes you do got to skip the dishes if you're working on something. If somebody needs you to hand in this proposal by midnight because you found out a competitor is submitting or something like that, you need to go home and work. Hey, I know I was going to cook, or I know I was going to do this. Listen, I'm going to just grab some, we're going to order some Uber Eats. Like, I got to get this done. Like, whatever. This has to be your priority. Like, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. And so we have to find a way to not let this ball drop. Even though we have all these responsibilities, we don't neglect them, but we don't allow them to get us so wrapped up that we neglect this. And so that is the point of this video. That was the point of this video. I hope it blessed someone. If it did, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what your takeaway was from this video. And if you are interested in joining a coaching community at Portia Success Group, we have daily accountability. We have 2 calls a month. We're working on our goals. It's a good time. It's a good time. That link is in the description and in the description on my channel. But yeah, that has been my time today, y'all. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.